What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another GTA 5 online video. So guys, yesterday 7 new maps were added to the Deadline mode. This week Deadline is also triple cash and triple RP, so today we are checking out the new maps and also just Deadline in general. If you want to launch it, go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, and then adversary mode, and then on this list just scroll down until you see Deadline. Now you guys will see we have 14 of them. The first 7 are the original 7 that we already had. And then number 8 until 14 are the new ones. So if you want to play the new ones, play 8 until 14 and then you will basically get the new maps. Before we continue guys, if you guys are looking for cheap GTA money, 10 times cheaper than shark cards or boosted accounts, check out JG Gaming in the description. Use the code BAUS10 for a 10% discount. So first of all, Deadline, for the people that never played it before, you have 4 teams. Each team has 1 player, so that means max 4 players that you can play this with. Also the new one still max 4 players. This is kind of annoying if you want to play with more people. It's kind of limited, but anyway. Everyone is driving a Shotaro, everyone has a different color, and behind you, you basically have a trail of light, a line like they call it in Deadline. If someone hits your line, then they will explode and they will lose a life. The other way around, if you hit someone else's line, you will explode and you will also lose a life, of course. If you also hit your own line, then you will also explode, by the way. Bottom right, you guys can see the amount of lives that everyone has left, by the way. So for example, in this case, we started out with 4 lives. Everyone had 4 lives in the beginning. I lost 2, so now I have 2 out of 4. You can also start out with 6 lives or 8, I think, but that's just a setting that you have to do in the pre-game lobby. So last man standing wins, so if everyone is dead and you're still alive, then you win. Or another way to win is at the end of the 5 minutes that each round has. If you have the most amount of lives left, then you will also win. If there are 2 people with the same amount of lives, then you guys will have a sudden death and then basically the last man standing again wins. So very simple. Just don't cross the lines of other people. Don't cross your own line and try to kill other people by, for example, cutting them off. Now in Deadline, you also have 3 types of boosts that you can pick off the ground. Just to mention them, the first one is a little timer. It's called Zoned. If you pick this up and use this with L3, so the horn button, then you will basically slow down time for like 2 or 3 seconds. The second one is a speed boost. Kind of speaks for itself, of course. If you use this, you get a speed boost. Very good in my opinion, because if you're trying to cut off someone and if you have an extra speed boost, very helpful. And then the last one is just a simple jump. If you want to jump over a line of another player, you can use this, of course. So also very handy if you're in a tight spot. So then also the payment, just to wrap it up, most of the time either 15k or 24k. 24k is when you actually take the full 5 minutes of the round and then win. So for example, if you win just by having the most lives left, and the 15k is if you actually win early just by eliminating everyone. If you also go to sudden death, by the way, it will also be 24k. So then a little bit more about the new maps, of course. As I said, 7 of them in this video. I think I showed like 3 or 4 of them. So all the gameplay in this video is from the new maps. If you ever played Deadline, then you will kind of see the resemblance between the old maps and the new maps. Both have like a futuristic theme. So that's of course matching with the Shotaro and also matching with the Deadline game mode. It's kind of futuristic. But you do notice some new elements. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. So it doesn't really change the gameplay. The game mode stays the same, of course. It's new maps, not a new game mode. But if you play Deadline, if you enjoy it, then these new maps will definitely add some new variation. So I think it's a nice gesture, again, from Rockstar. Just like with these stunt races that they added like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's a nice touch and they can definitely do this more. But of course, I have to add to that, this doesn't replace a DLC. This is definitely not an update or anything like that. Rockstar also doesn't say it's an update. But this is something they can do for every adversary mode or just every mode between DLCs, between updates, and then it will be a nice touch to keep us active. Of course, I don't know how much I will actually play Deadline when it's not triple cash, but when it is triple or double cash, I will definitely enjoy it more because now I have more variation with 14 maps instead of 7, and that's of course more fun. I would recommend you guys definitely go ahead and check it out. If you already played Deadline a lot, don't expect anything spectacular, of course, just some new maps, nothing changed about the gameplay or anything like that. It's just the same, like for example in Call of Duty, when they add a new map, it's cool of course, a new map, but it doesn't really change the gameplay in any way. So guys, that was it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Check out my Discord in the description. Join the Discord, guys, and peace out.